r/ask Reddit. You have $5 billion to spend in the dumbest way possible. How do you spend it? What's the best way to win $1 million at a casino? Start with $5 billion. Richard Branson was once asked what's the fastest way to become a millionaire. His answer was, start as a billionaire and launch an airline. I once heard the same quote but with a newspaper instead of an airline. 5 billion lotto tickets, all for the same draw, all with the same numbers. You happen to hit, not the jackpot, but 2 numbers. That's a guaranteed $4 on each ticket. You've bankrupted the Powerball, and now have $20 billion. You know how as a kid you sat in the tub and paddled your hands in opposite directions to create a whirlpool with you in the middle? Pay 1 million people $5,000 each to stand in the Hudson, East and Harlem rivers around Manhattan and begin paddling to see what would happen. If the Hudson River was involved, it would probably look like a toilet flushing after someone had diarrhea. Build the world's largest ball pit but put it in Kansas, so when the tornadoes hit, it's chaos. Somewhere over the rainbow. Buy a parking space in NYC. I guess $5 billion would be enough for a down payment. Buy a $5 million painting. Put it on auction. Participate in the auction and bid against yourself. People actually do this to drive up the price. And also win? If you have a collection of 10 paintings it drives up the price of all of them. I take my $5 billion bills and buy 10 billion quarters. Now I have twice as much. This guy maths. I'm gonna put a beaded curtain along the entire US-Mexico border. Buy $5 billion worth of Coke and Mentos. Pour it into a giant pit and watch what happens. Get it in pennies and then pay off random people's collection debt by driving a dump truck full of pennies to each collection agency. This actually seems like a brilliant way to spend it if you have the time. You're being charitable and majorly wasting the collection agency's time. I launch thousands of tons of glitter into orbit to give Earth a Saturn-like ring. Empty a bay to look for seashells. Call in the media. Tell them what you're doing. And then when people show up and the bay is drained, walk out onto the beach. Pick up the first shell you see, before you even get into what used to be the bay, and loudly proclaim this one's perfect. Okay, go ahead and refill it. Then walk away. Slurpees. Everybody's getting ducking Slurpees. Brain freeze the planet. We getting blue tongues. We getting red tongues. Wheeze the juice. Yep, just get 5 from the movie theater. In-app purchases. Spending money to get me some of that fake money to change the pixels on my video game character. Woohoo. And you will still not get some of the RNG loot items. World's biggest gravel pit. And 18 mercenaries to fight to death. Dibs on Scout. Buy $5 billion worth of fake money. Give someone $5 billion worth of Reddit silver out of the people asking for silver. You're asking the wrong person cause my wallet is as empty as my head. A pizza party for the CEO of every company on the planet just to let them know how valued they are as an employee. I bet there's one that's allergic to gluten and dairy. Attendance is mandatory. No food substitutions are permitted. They will not be paid for the lunch break. Only fair to apply the same rules that are applied to their employees. Invest it on rubber ducks. Create a new brand of car. New car brand that only has 3 wheels, 50 horsepower, and is made of cast iron. Buy Greenland. Maybe now my virus can infect it. Literally donate it somewhere to destroy the economy. Mansa Musa has joined the chat. Open a bikini shop in Saudi Arabia. Give it the guys planning the Area 51 raid. Nah, you don't just give it to them. You set up training camps all over the country. Anyone who wants to join gets a free bunk, free food, all their regular monthly bills paid until the raid, and world-class training for stamina, strength, and agility. We're also pushing the date of the raid until next year, and telling no one the date. Those Area 51 guards are gonna have their work cut out for them. Buy 3 textbooks. Giant dildos attached to drones that will be flown out to all political events. Probably donate to a few streamers. Just buy $5 billion worth of bathwater. We need a hang glider. and a crotchless Uncle Sam costume, and I want the entire field of the largest stadium covered end to end with naked redheads, and I want the stands packed with every man that remotely resembles my father. Buy a small shitty apartment in NYC and spend the remaining $10 on an ice cream cone. A swimming pool of Dino Nuggets. Make 5 million envelopes with $1,000 in cash in each of them and distribute them to people I cross in the street for the rest of my life. Donate it, not to charity but to Mr. Beast. I would start a protest and I would pay everyone $500,000 to skip work and show up for the day. Just see what would happen if the whole of the working class stopped working for a day. Give it to the government, they'll find the dumbest use for me. 100-acre Casio for shelter cats. Buy millions of gold shovels. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.